So what is a huge challenge for us, of course, has been to really make it to the form factor that's acceptable in this industry. You have a lot of people that want to look cool, and it's tough when you have a head-mounted display system, as you've seen come out in the early 80s with virtual reality goggles, big bulky things, and to really shrink that down to something that could fit into this form factor was very, very difficult. And at the same time, you've got battery constraints, you've of course got the optical system, and then the affordability. We didn't want to make something that was $1,500 or $2,000. We wanted to make something that anybody could go and purchase. So these goggles without our system in are $200. With our system, they're $400. So, and then you get a GPS device, and you can link them into your PC, Mac, when you get home and see on Google Maps how you did. And you can share it online. Just say, okay, I want to share this highlight, and you can shoot it up to Facebook, and all your buddies can see how cool and how fast you've gone on a certain run. Next slide. What we realized was that we needed to reduce the form factor even more, so we came up, and this was a new platform that I alluded to before. We had to shrink down the module. On the right there, you'll see the actual module that sits inside this goggle today. We shrunk it down about 20% and added a bunch of functionality. One of them is we took off the buttons and we made remote control, which means you can actually control a much more advanced interface. And then we have a full Linux operating system there with all kinds of apps, Recon apps. And we'll be in the near future be publishing an SDK so you can go and develop your own Recon apps. So with this, the next slide. We also thought of a new business model, which means that you don't have to go with one particular brand. You can go and select any of our partner brands independent of the module. And this is really, again, our ambition to really proliferate this and not discriminate based on what your goggle preference is. So it's a really easy assembly process. As you can see there, it's a snap fit solution. It stays in even if you do a whiteout. And then again, it's independent of the goggle. Next slide, please. So of course, I guess you're always thinking this. This is really, you look at feedback and fitness. Of course, you have skiing and snowboarding. You've also got motocross and mountain biking. But if you really want to get into that fitness realm, you have to put it into a sunglass. Nobody's really been successful with that yet, and we are of course working on this, and we'll be getting that out sometime in the future. Not at this show, unfortunately, but of course the same challenges even are present here in terms of form factor and weight and battery life, and also the readability. It is really with strong sunlight and activity where you have to jump around. How do you make that image appear so it's still readable and safe? Next slide, please. So if you take it even further, you can look into coach-athlete systems. And this is also something we're working on with a project where you can actually link up to a coach cockpit, and that that coach can then supply subjective metrics to it. Instead of just the calculated metrics from a sensor in the goggles or anywhere fixed on your body, you can have like messages sent from your coach telling you to correct your technique or to speed up. This particular video is from a rowing simulation. You can see there's sensors on the paddle, and there's actually also some on the boat. So you get that feedback instantaneously from your boat, your paddles, and then you can also get various comments from your paddle, how well you're doing. So that's how we see really the future in this, is that the instantaneous feedback is here. And there's still some technical challenges that we're working on, of course. But we don't see it as, we don't want to compete with any of these other panelists here. I think we can integrate with anybody. We have no platform, Linux platform, will happily integrate with various sensors to improve accuracy. So I think that's my main message here today.
Great, you did it with one.
Seven% of all people essentially swim for exercise. A lot more do surf, ski, sail, boat, sauna. When we first got into this area, waterproof audio technology, in 1996 we designed FM radio, designated specifically for swimmers, called Swimmer Choice Radio. Since then, technology has really evolved in a big way in a number of areas that I'm going to talk about briefly. From battery compartment with the cover, it always gives issue. You move to essentially rechargeable battery, like all other electronics. There is a technology called insert molding, which really enables right there to mold a variety of materials in one shot. It gives you opportunity to manufacture the buttons and build in already. Also, we had with a single port system that with one port, and we can do power, audio, as well as data, and everything resulted after 15 years in the U-Water G2, which I'm holding right now in my hands. Do we have slides? Do we have slides? Thank you. It's a very small device. We made incredible effort to make it small and as well as simple to use. People like siphon products in the water. It gives them essentially music with a twist and lock. I think you have it. Okay, let me talk about this one. In addition of being affordable, we really emphasize choice. People like to stand out. Product have to stand out, and there is no reason why we should make one color, black or white. So we added a lot of colors. It's now on the market for about a month or so. People really like it. So if you can move to the second slide to show this twist and lock mechanism. Oh, here, okay. Instead of just inserting in and out of the plug, we have a twist and lock mechanism that essentially provide double protection, one against water and also against salty water that tend to develop corrosion. Next slide, if you can. It shows the mini size of three variations, and I want to show you one accessory. It comes with a lot of accessories. I want to show you one of them that was actually developed specifically for surfing and for boating and for kayaking and for rafting. They said, okay, it's so small, there is no air inside, so if we drop it, we'll lose it. So we said, okay, fine. And here's a life jacket that slides on and make it floatable device. So now it floats all the time. This is orange, just developed yesterday. So I'm very pleased that it really works. You're all welcome to our booth at 3130. We have a flyer available for with all the information. We have a CES special, so I welcome by all means. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you very much.